Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday.
Happy Whiskey Wednesday.
Happy Women of Whiskies Wednesday.
It's Criminals and Cocktails.
It's the 5th Wednesday. It's the last Wednesday.
It's a Wednesday at the end of the month.
Thanksgiving's over. It's time.
Okay, who's here? Woo! All right. Hey, Chris SBWE says I was the second like and the first to comment tonight, and he wins nothing.
Yeah, I don't know. You're entered for Patron Bingo.
Yeah, maybe. You don't know.
It could
MC,
happen.
cheers, y'all. Mash the buttons early. Yes, please. See, Chris, you won M's undying admiration.
That's wonderful.
Okay, peeping time is here. Cheers to you. I need cheerses.
Yes, we do.
Mr. Jiggs, hello everyone. Happy and safe holidays. You too, Mr. Jiggs. Whiskey Mountains is here. It's Criminals and Cocktails night. And she's tracking for us for all the good stuff. Everyone's going to win.
Yes.
Christine Vasco's here. Hey, y'all, stopping in for a bit. Some cocktails and criminals. Cheers.
Yes.
I'm so glad you made it. I'm glad you're here. Okay. And Who else? Nimrax is here. Cheers, ladies, and all in chat. Cheers. Eric Isaacson, cheers. And Janice Ayette is here.
Oh, our newest patron.
Yes. And
Hi, Mom-in-law.
my mom-in-law. And I'm sorry, I'm going to butcher your name. Is it Gianni
Jr.
Gianni? I'm so sorry.
Gianni.
Can you
let us know?
Tell us how to say that.
We'd love to say it correctly.
But I'm glad you're here. I don't think I've ever seen you in the chat, so I'm glad you're here. Peeping time. Cheers. Mark Vasco's here as well. Quick hello. Hope y'all are having a great week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say so.
All right. Well, now that we're through all that.
Oh, we have a first-time viewer on.
Terry Knowles. Hi, ladies. First-time viewer came over from Bruzel's live stream.
Welcome.
Glad you're here. Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay. So you're coming in on, we only do this kind of stream once a month.
Yes.
So every Wednesday we're live. We drink some whiskey. We have a good time. We give away free shit. That's what we do. So on the last Wednesday of the month, we do Criminals and Cocktails.
Yes.
So we are making a cocktail that our patrons voted on, and we're covering a case that our patrons voted on. Newsflash, everybody. It's not a murder.
Nobody that we know of dies.
I don't think anybody dies.
We can't confirm that anybody dies.
So it's a nice change of pace. I'm excited about it.
Yeah.
So Nimrod says, just forewarning, I'm in a good mood tonight. Awesome. You might get timed out a few times.
That kind of mood.
Okay. So Whiskey Mountains is talking about our giveaway game that we have. For the first-time viewers, it is the Pick or Pass game. That's what these fancy little boxes are here.
Yes.
You know what's not on there?
The numbers.
Get on it.
I said it earlier. I swear.
So anyway, did you lose the numbers?
They're not over here. I think they're on your side.
Anyways, it's a fun game. We have a good time doing it.
Yeah.
We're kind of a shit show if you haven't noticed.
We're getting there.
Anyway, every $5 that you donate to the channel, whether it's through Super Chat or Venmo or PayPal, which those links are in the description, that gets you an entry. We draw twice, once halfway through the stream and once at the end of the stream. And if your name is drawn, you get a chance to pick one of these mystery boxes. We open it up, and if you like what's inside, you can keep it. If you don't, you think there's something better, you can try one more time. And tonight we are also doing our Patreon Plinko at the end of the stream. All of our patrons were entered into it this week. So if you're a patron, you're in it. You still have a chance before the end of the stream. Just let us know and we'll verify it. All patrons are in the Patreon Plinko game tonight.
Yes.
Okay. Also, if you do use something other than Super Chat, tag Whiskey Mountains in chat so she knows and she can get your entries in there. She's our super tracker tonight. Thank you so much, Adriana. Nimrax is starting it off. Excited for DB Cooper discussion. Great mystery. Thank you for that super chat. I'm excited about this one. It happened very, very close to where I live and before I moved to Idaho. And it's always fascinated me. And there's like this whole thing about like Will's family. They thought his uncle was DB Cooper or something weird. But this is the kookiest thing. And it's the only unsolved hijacking in the United States for a commercial airline. Mm-hmm. They've solved all the other ones, and they're just, the FBI is going crazy over this.
and have been for. Okay, you know what really bothers me?
What really bothers you?
This happened in 71.
Mhm.
I was like, oh yeah, that was 30 years ago. No, that was 50 years ago. 50 years ago. My brain's messed up.
I don't know. It wasn't 50. I'm just saying. I was born in 73 and I'm turning 50 in August.
It was 51 years ago.
Okay. It's better.
But it was, I was like, oh yeah, this was like 30 years ago. No.
Okay. Anyways.
No.
Biking Bourbon is here and Chris says, I can super chat again. Mrs.
Yay!
BWE is back to work again. That is awesome. I'm glad she's back to work. Mr. Whiskey Shits is in for 2. How you doing, Adam? Good to see you. Okay. This cocktail that we're going to make was voted on. I want to do one thing before Kathy Jo jumps into her cocktail.
You need to show these off. This was Michelle's idea, and I'm pretty proud.
Okay, first I'm going to show you this side. I don't know. Can you see? See our ice cubes? They've got grapes and pomegranate pieces and orange
twist just popping out of them. Like it's New Year's Eve.
I have a little sequin crown. This was a gift from Julie, like when I was right before my surgery last March.
Oh yeah.
She sent me a care package with my little queen wine glass. So I thought that was, I think, or was it for my birthday? I don't remember, but I know it was for my, no, it was for that. It made me feel like a queen. All right.
Okay. You want me to start on this?
Yes.
You know what I need though?
What do you need?
I need something to measure out the bourbon.
You have 2 ounces there.
You're right. I'll start with that. That's a good plan. Okay, good call.
You did measure it in the
Good call.
house.
I did. You're right. Okay. Life is good.
All right. So we are going to start with the holiday Cheermeister bourbon punch.
Okay.
I want to know while she's going through this, if you did go ahead and pick up the ingredients for this. I know patrons, we dropped it a little early for you guys. It is in the description of this video. Let us know if you're sipping along. I'm very curious.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So we are going to start out with, because it's the first thing I reached for, 2 ounces of pomegranate juice, which if you did go to the grocery store, this wasn't quite so easy to find. It took me a while.
Thank you for that, Janice.
Thank you.
For that $10 super sticker.
Turns out it's in the juice aisle. Doesn't that make sense?
Okay. Where were you looking if you weren't looking?
I was looking, like, I remember these little tiny bottles of, like, Palm Wonderful juice or something that are, like, in a little globe.
Oh.
I was looking for those in, like, the soda section.
Got it. Okay.
Yep, that's on me. That's on me. Okay. So, I said 2 ounces. It's 1 ounce per serving, but since there's 2 of us, we're doing 2. Okay, next up, we're doing 2 ounces of bourbon, and we decided on my first love.
You have a lot of first loves.
Old Forester 19. Well, this is the first one that I fell in love with during my first blind flight on this channel.
That's true.
That's true. Okay.
And Antique 101 or 107.
I think that one hit like 3rd.
What?
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah.
No, because I told him I was sorry that your favorite was one that was hard to find around here.
Oh, that's true. You're right. I got to go back and see how they all fell in.
Jeb was at the store this morning and remembered to grab 0 of the ingredients.
I'm so proud of you. Okay, so 1 ounce of bourbon per serving, 2 for us. Then we're doing a half an ounce per serving, so 1 ounce of fresh squeezed orange juice. And we did do this fresh squeeze. I stood there.
Orange juice.
My hands hurt. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, that whole ounce was rough.
It took half an orange.
Okay.
You try. All right, and then some orange zest.
Orange zest.
There, it's in there now. Okay, then.
Adam McKnight just joined as a patron. Thank you for that, Adam. We'll make sure you get put on the wheel at the end of the night.
It's time to shake.
Oh, we better mute this.
We probably should.
Okay, right. We'll be right back.
Okay, we're back.
I did good.
Okay. All right. So then, oh heck, this lid was not ready to. Oh, there it goes. It's off. Ding goes the bell.
It's officially our channel now.
Okay.
Kathy Jo threw something.
I did. I dropped it. I didn't break anything. Okay. Then we strain it into the glasses.
Okay, so far we've got bourbon,
Yes.
fresh squeezed orange juice,
Mhm.
some orange zest,
Pomegranate juice.
and pomegranate juice.
Okay. Then comes the Prosecco. Okay.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Whiskey Mountains. I appreciate that.
It's like 3 to 4 ounces, and we measure with our heart.
So when we found this and we put it out there for put it in with the ones for the patrons to pick, they picked it and I looked at it and I went, oh, this is a punch.
That's like for 10 people.
The directions actually said pour it in a pitcher and it makes 8 servings. So we could have did our own take on it, you know.
And then just for funsies, garnish for some pomegranate seeds. We were talking earlier about how pomegranate seeds are kind of the perfect snack for criminals and cocktails because I don't know if you've ever like eaten a pomegranate with a white shirt on. So by the time you're done, it looks like a scene straight out of a crime.
I remember as a kid, my mom would be like, you have to have like your oldest pair of play clothes and you have to sit on the garage floor with a blanket under you to eat a pomegranate.
It's,
Okay.
Right.
I was going to.
Oh.
I was seeing what it smelled like. Okay. Ready?
Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers. That's numb.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
I'm so surprised. Some of these that I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to like them. That's
Surprise.
really good.
You like it. All right. So holiday Cheermeister bourbon punch, which invisible bonus points for anybody who knows where holiday Cheermeister comes from, where that term.
Do you guys know where holiday Cheermeister comes from?
I just told Michelle about 2 minutes ago.
I didn't know. So that's Nimrax. Now we know.
Okay, that makes perfect sense.
I'm so glad you're a patron now. Okay.
Okay. Oh, that means I got to put them on the Prosecco wheel.
Right.
Please
Okay.
hold
So
on it.
while she's doing that, guess what I don't have to do today? Normally, criminals and cocktails, I have to read that long disclaimer thingy. There's like no triggering stuff in this one
It's
that I
true.
have to do that disclaimer. The only thing I will say is that because there's so many different theories around this, we found the facts that we could find, and the rest is opinions, theories, and hearsay. So
Yeah.
we'd love to hear your theories on it as well as we go
Absolutely.
through.
I'm going to clean up my mess a little here. Hang on.
So Terry says, it's funny how I stumbled upon your channel and have spent the day laser cutting and engraving keychains from famous murder hotels.
That's amazing.
Ooh, that's cool.
I need to see pictures of
Yeah,
this.
we need to know more about that. I'm glad that you stumbled upon us. Words are hard.
Yes.
Hey, Noah, Lone Wanderer 360 is here. Okay, so
I'm still eating pomegranate seeds.
I'm going to jump into this a little bit. You guys ready? Should we talk some crime?
Yes, let's do.
Okay. Again, don't forget, we've got the drawing. We're going to do that first drawing here in about 25 minutes.
Yeah.
25 minutes. So if you want to get your entries in for the drawing and play the Pick It or Pass It mystery box game, there might be some good stuff in those boxes.
Pretty good.
Is it? Okay. So we're talking about DB Cooper, and I don't know if you're familiar with this case at all. It's pretty infamous. Are you highlighting?
Yes.
Okay,
That's
perfect.
a good question.
Thank you.
Oh, wait, we have an answer.
We do?
I just realized. Sorry, Nimrax got it right. Yes, it's from How the Grinch, or it's from The Grinch Who Stole Christmas.
The Grinch Who Stole
Yes,
Christmas.
you're absolutely right. The Jim Carrey one. The live action.
It's in both, isn't it?
I don't think so.
Oh.
I think it's just in the Jim Carrey one.
Okay.
It was like a whole offshoot to the regular sideline or time storyline. That's the thing. Okay.
All right.
Hi, Amanda.
So let's jump into this. So DB Cooper, this whole thing is really, I mean, it's pretty famous. It's a big deal because the FBI it's the only hijacking that they've not solved, and it's driving them crazy. So it's the hijacking of Northwest Orient Airlines Flight 305. So
Which is like a half-hour flight,
it was
typically, right? From Portland to Seattle.
Oh, is that where I was going? Was just
Yeah.
to Seattle?
Just Portland to
I don't know
Seattle.
why I thought it was going farther.
Oh, no, it's just that little tiny jaunt.
Well, he's lucky there was fuel in the
I
plane.
know.
It was just a little 727. Yeah, and he's taken off out of Portland. So I'm going to pull my notes up just because, I'm old. My memory sucks. See, Mark Vasco says I don't think it's in the animated one. I'm
Okay.
wrong again.
Okay.
Actually, I have no idea. I never saw the Jim Carrey one.
Well, we gotta fix that.
All right.
Next week, Wednesday, it's happening.
Oh, good Lord.
We don't have enough to do.
Cheers, IC86. So November 24th of 1971 is when this happened. So, oh gosh, we're close. That was like 6 day math, 6 days ago.
Yeah.
I
know, I noticed that when we were
years.
Looking at that, I was like, oh, this is timely.
Yeah.
This is nice.
And they just released new information this month.
Yes.
Yeah, this month, November.
Stay tuned.
A man that was, they think in about his mid 40s, walks into the airport. He's in a suit, loafers. He's got reflective sunglasses on and a tie with a tie pin. And
1090s here. Sorry.
Hi, 21090. How are you? So is Amanda Harms, and she's in for 2. Okay. So he walks in and he buys a one-way ticket on this flight. And they said there was nothing striking about him. He was like really indescript. Nondescript.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh. I swear to God, I got an education.
And this was back in the days when on domestic flights, there were no ID checks. There was no security you had to go through. Nothing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Nothing.
That's a nice pomegranate thing. Perfect. Okay. So he gets on the flight, and not long after takeoff, there's a flight attendant named Florence Schaffner, I think it is. Anyway, back then you could like smoke on flights. So he's got a whiskey and he's got his cigarette going, and he tells her, he hands her a note and says, I have a bomb in my briefcase. Sit down. So she says,
she's like, okay.
And she sits down, and he opens it up and shows her a bunch of wires, some red sticks, and a battery. Big Vic's Backyard BS. Cheers to you. So here he is with this flight attendant. Nobody thinks it's odd that this flight attendant's like sitting down, like an hour after takeoff, or not an hour.
I mean, on a half-hour flight, you're not really expecting beverage service, so maybe they were like, "Oh, okay."
No, maybe, I don't know. He got beverages, but that could be because he had a bomb in his briefcase.
Could be. Or he took it on with him. You could take a whole 2-liter of Sprite back through up until like 2000.
That's true.
Yeah.
So Nimrek says I miss smoking on planes. Does that date me? I remember flying with my mom, and it was so funny because they have like smoking and non-smoking. I'm like, you're on a plane.
Yeah, it all circulates.
Where's it gonna go?
Like, I get it in restaurants, but
or the shopping carts with the ashtrays in the cart. Yeah. Anyway, so he gives her this note. She sits down. He shows it, and he tells her to take the note to the flight's captain, Captain William Scott. So he demands 4 parachutes and $200,000 in $20 bills. That's a lot of $20 bills.
That's very heavy.
That's a lot. Mm-hmm. He wanted it delivered and on the landing strip at the SeaTac airport in Seattle. So, like no one's going to notice these big bags of $20 bills and parachutes in the middle of the landing strip.
Apparently not.
So,
yeah.
Okay. So, meanwhile, the flight crew has told no one what's going on. If Frontier had existed, there'd be no service, says Whiskey Mountains. Mm-hmm. Steve Burkow's here. Evening. I miss people getting dressed up to fly. They don't even wear shoes these days. I remember you dressed up to get on a flight. But now it's like you have to take your shoes off and your belt off. Yeah. I'm putting on
now it's like leggings and slides with socks. Yeah. I'm still doing like shoes and jeans and a nice shirt. Like
they're lucky I put pants on. I'm just saying flying is not comfortable. So, the flight crew actually didn't tell any of the passengers anything that was going on. In fact, they lied and said that they had to fly around for a while because there was a mechanical malfunction with the plane and that they needed to burn off some fuel.
You know what? I didn't think I'd be able to use these today.
Apparently you do.
Please
Apparently you get to use those today.
Yay!
You don't have anything to put it in.
I don't.
Okay.
It's fine. We're just gonna pop it right here for now. It's gonna be by itself.
Lone
for a
Wanderer
little bit.
360's brother has a 77 Mercury Grand Marquis with 5 lighters and 6 ashtrays.
That's wonderful.
You don't even have lighters in cars anymore. I don't know when they stopped doing that. I mean, what if you did want to smoke in your car?
My 09 Ram has one lighter.
I don't know.
So apparently, at least through 09, my 2012 car does not.
Yeah, so Whiskey Mountain says, I mean, telling the passengers might just cause panic in a contained space.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
fair.
Hands down.
Fair.
And some of them are probably intoxicated at this point.
Yeah.
Mm.
Especially if they're still just flying around.
Cohen, we are actually going to do some little shorts updates on and keep everybody updated on that University of Idaho stabbings. It's so sad. It's not far from us. I mean, it's a minute from us, but a lot of kids around here have siblings and friends.
Yeah.
And,
one of my former rodeo queenies was just interviewed on the news this morning. So I'm going to call her and be like, girl.
Yeah. And it's sad. You know, a lot of the kids that grew up when I worked for the recreation district, they're in school up there and the trauma. So yeah, we are going to do some updates on that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Back to it. Juniper's here. Oh, hey Juniper, good to see you. Hello. And the care package is getting made tonight. So on that note, they're flying around, they're burning their fuel. And what's actually happening is they're giving the grounds people and the police some time, giving them some time to get the parachutes together, get the money together, and get them out on the landing strip. Mm-hmm. So they land, he gets the money, he gets the parachute, or parachutes, and then he has the crew tell all the passengers to get off the plane. When they're getting off the plane, they have no idea what has happened or what has gone on.
All the more they know is that they were in the air a lot longer than they expected. 3.5 hours on top of a half-hour flight. That's 7 times longer than they expected.
They're like, I have to pee.
Yeah, right?
Queen Banana, this is the place to be after the mash and drum. I'm glad you're here. So he lets them go, but he keeps, how many members? 6 members of the crew. So the pilot and probably the co-pilot. Yeah, and then but he did let Florence off the plane, the original flight attendant. So she went off the plane.
She had done enough.
She'd done her part. So he's like drinking his whiskey. He was having whiskeys on the plane. I don't know how he drank it.
I think I saw somewhere that it was bourbon and 7-Up.
You know what? I think you're right. I did see that. So he's having like bourbon and 7-Up and smoking massive amounts of cigarettes on this plane with his money and his parachute.
I'm just envisioning like this guy in a full suit and reflective sunglasses, drinking a cocktail and smoking cigarettes. Like, is he James Bond?
With his bomb in his lap?
Yeah. And like a briefcase. Like, is he James Bond? He could be.
That'd be J.B. Cooper.
That's a good point. Good point. All right, carry on.
Okay. So, where was I? He got his money.
Yeah.
He's James Bondin.
Yes.
And they refilled the plane and they took off for Mexico. So he's like, I'm going to Mexico. But the problem is there wasn't enough fuel to get all the way to Mexico. So they have to stop in Reno to refuel. Okay. So if you're familiar with geography at all, like I am familiar with West Coast geography, but not much more. Anyway.
East Coast, I'm a goner.
So there's Southwest Washington, Vancouver, Washington, and then just about over the bridge south is Portland, Oregon. Yeah. So it's right on that Washington-Oregon border. And they're going, and then like 2.5 hours north is Seattle or SeaTac Airport. It's right on the Seattle-Tacoma outskirts. So they're just, that's all that flight was supposed to go. And now he's like, I want to go to Mexico. They're like, we got to get some fuel.
Yeah.
That was a really winded little spiel right there. So he did demand that the plane only go 10,000 feet in the air, no higher. And they were going super slow. I can't remember. I think they said 200 miles an hour was as fast as he would let the plane go. And they were going at a really low altitude. So they had these jets that were trying to shadow him, but they can't go that slow.
Like Air Force jets.
yeah, so they had to like circle around him, like go up and come back, and it was like I just picture this in my brain, circling this little 727. So
very Top Gun.
So these are the facts. These are the facts we know. So sometime around 7:45, 8 o'clock, he orders the flight attendant, all the crew into the cockpit. So they go in the cockpit, and about 15 minutes later, they get a notice that the rear stairs of the plane have been opened.
And at this point in time, there were no safety mechanisms on the plane to prevent that from happening while the plane was in flight.
Right. And the 727 is the only commercial airplane that has those stairs. Do we have a picture of those stairs? Because I think these are just kind of cool.
Yeah, no, it's not a picture. Portland. It's an illustration, but it counts. So yeah, there's the little stairs back there.
Wow, they're there.
Yeah, you can just see them popped off at the back.
Okay.
Right.
So those little stairs, like they come down, and then about 10 minutes after that, they start seeing that they've lost cabin pressure. And he's like, we're losing cabin pressure. That's really all we know. Now, they're assuming that he opened up the stairs and jumped out of the plane. I mean, that's what I think.
Yeah.
And the weird
thing,
it's not
like he needed fresh air up there. I'm just gonna roll down the window.
Okay, I didn't see. Is anybody drinking this cocktail with us?
I haven't seen anything yet. But you did just remind me when you asked me to show the picture of the plane that I have a few. Yeah, I'll show the sketches in a minute.
So, we are drinking a holiday Cheermeister bourbon punch. It's so good. If you want to know about it, it is in the description. Also, we are doing the Pick and Pass mystery giveaway game. If you want to be entered in that, you can do it. $5 gets you in. Every $5 gets you more entries. Either donate through Super Chat or the Venmo and PayPal links are in the comments.
Here we go. Case solved. We can end this now. See you guys next week. Bye.
Oh my gosh. You know what I didn't do?
What didn't you do? Oh, we don't have a ticker. You're right.
There's
a ticker.
Okay, I'll tell you. These are shit shows sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay, back to it. So here's the weird thing, though. If I was going to hijack a plane, make a bomb, type a note, plan all this out, know that I want parachutes, know that I want money, it's the Pacific Northwest. The weather is shit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's bad. Geronimo, says Michael Mullum. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Terry Knowles, I'm drinking Middle West straight wheated bourbon tonight. Sweet. You either love Wheaters or you hate Wheaters.
Yeah.
You know? So I'm thinking Pacific Northwest, there was a severe thunderstorm going on. It was dark. It was like 8 o'clock at night. There was thick clouds. Where was he going? You know, you can't see where you're going to land. You can't. I mean, that's got to be scary as shit.
Yeah.
Just
absolutely
put those little stairs down. No wonder he had some whiskey.
Right.
I want to know how much he had.
And a few cigarettes.
Holy moly.
Yeah.
Hey, Z-Man, cheers and happy holidays. Okay. So here's the thing. Because they don't know exactly when he left the plane, it's difficult to pinpoint the landing spot. They did focus their search in the Lake Merwin area, which is kind of up by an area called Cougar. I used to go to Lake Merwin in the summertime. They had a big lake, and we'd all go up there and go camping, or not go swimming and lay out on the dock. It's a really neat place. So he left behind a whiskey glass and a bunch of cigarette butts, but they got lost. Because there were so many people on the plane.
Yeah, right.
So they got lost. They were never processed for DNA, or they can't be processed for DNA because they lost anything that was there that he left behind.
Well, and there wasn't a whole lot of DNA testing availability in the early 70s too.
Yeah, but you think you keep that shit?
You think, yeah.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
And then he did leave behind his tie and tie clip, though. His JCPenney tie and tie clip.
Clip-on tie.
And tie clip.
The class.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you know, he's not James Bond then.
Right. That's true.
Saying.
That's true. James Bond tightens his tie.
The FBI spent years tracking down all the potential leads over the years. They formed an investigation and they called it Norjack. Why?
I'm trying to figure that one out myself.
I couldn't find out why it was called Norjack.
Northwest Hijack?
Is it?
Is that it? Because Northwest Orient Airlines and it was hijacked. So Northwest Hijack, Norjack.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
That's a theory.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
In 1976, they had interviewed more than 800 suspects. So in 4 years? No. Math. 5 years.
Yeah.
5 years, Michelle. Okay. So February of 1980, near Vancouver, Washington, they found 3 bundles of moldy cash that had rubber bands around them along the Columbia River bank.
I have a picture of the cash after it was all spread out.
Okay.
Oh, wait, that's not it. Hang on. Please hold. It's
Okay.
right here. There. Look at it.
Oh, God. Who picks that up?
I mean, if I see wads of $100 or $20 bills, I'm going to be like, yeah, I wonder how much is in here. I mean, like, honestly.
Yeah. Okay. Ugh. So anyway, they found this, but some of the ones in the middle, they were able to pull the serial numbers off of, and it did match the money that they gave to D.B. Cooper.
Mm-hmm.
So the money was found more than 20 miles from the original search area and in the opposite direction of where the wind was blowing. So money sitting above a layer that was dredged in 1974, so it was too long to float downstream.
Here's a little picture that shows the suspected landing zone, where the plane was, and where the money was found. And the money was found on that far left side that says $5,800 found. That's where it was. Interesting.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know. So the cojones on this guy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know money's good to have. I don't think I could do anything I couldn't even dream it up.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my gosh. The thing about this case is if I think about this area and what he did, I'm like, he had to live in that area somewhere in the Pacific Northwest.
You would think, in order to know where to go.
Ironically, later in this story, we're going to tell you about some similar things that happened.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What is Lone Wanderer talking about? I don't know.
The Northwest.
Okay.
The PNW.
So in his defense, he does live in the Northwest.
Yeah, he's away.
William and I met in the Northwest,
Mm-hmm.
just north of here, of where all this went down. So, he now is in Portland and owns a craft brewery. Cohen, who are we talking about here? Are we talking about this guy?
Yeah.
That's creepy. A lot of people think they know who he is.
Yeah, a lot.
There's so many thoughts on who this guy is. People have said, I met the real one. Here's the thing about D.B. Cooper. He actually came into the airport and bought a ticket under Dan Cooper.
Dan.
His alias was Dan Cooper, and one of the airport people overheard it wrong and started telling everybody it was D.B. Cooper, and it just stuck.
I read that, and then also that one of the newspapers mistyped it, and when the FBI called to say no, it's actually Dan Cooper, they're like, "And DB's more catchy. We're just gonna keep it." Yeah, because that makes sense.
He's like, "Damn it, that's not what I picked.
I said Dan."
Oh my God. So let's see, what do we got? 8:35. Let's give it 10 more minutes for the first giveaway. And then we're going to close that off. We'll do the first giveaway for the chance to pick a mystery box. If you don't like what you find, you can try again on the second one. So every $5 gets you entered into the drawing to get your name drawn. Patron Plinko at the end. I'm having so much fun with that. Are you loving it?
Yeah, it's my new favorite thing.
I'm loving the Patron Plinko.
Okay, question.
You stuck a red flag in the Plinko?
That's where I could find a spot. We'll take it out later. Okay, question.
Okay.
So the serial numbers matched on those bundles of money.
Yes.
Where was the rest of the money?
None of it has ever turned up.
Okay.
We've never seen any more of the money in circulation.
Okay.
I mean, it could be under my grandpa's bed for all I know.
Right? Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. It could be anything.
So, okay. Excuse me. He is partnered with Brown Forman, and they are making Cooper's Craft Bourbon also.
I like it.
Mr.
So-
Jiggs says, DB French Canadian comic here who was a pilot and jumped out of planes.
I have that. Yeah. No, I think I took that part out of my notes. I had that in my notes at one point. Yeah, there was a comic book that was about a hero named Dan Cooper.
Oh yeah, that's where it
parachuted out
came
of
from.
airplanes.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
Nimrex loves Plinko. Totally why I became a patron. Well, that and the content. Nice save.
Yes.
Nice
Good,
save. I appreciate it. Thank you. We're trying to do more fun stuff in there and give away a lot of stuff. We actually these tumblers are going to be made available to the patrons only this week.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun.
So they did a few sketches of this guy.
Oh, I love the sketches.
And the sketches are fun because this is the sketch that's probably used more often than anything else. And it's the one that we used in our thumbnail today. So hopefully you all have seen this at least once. But look at how many variations of this man's face there are out there. Like, that's 8 different guys right there. I mean, obviously the last one isn't aged.
Yeah, they're saying that if they're right on what they think his age was when it happened, that he's going to be about 84 to 85 years old, 84 to 90, something like that.
Yeah.
Juniper! Yay! Congratulations!
exciting!
Yay! Cheers! Cheers me with water.
Yes.
Yay! That is so exciting. That is so exciting.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm looking at this. I'm like, number 1 could be Chris Pine for all we know, for heaven's sake.
Whiskey Mountain says 2, 3, and 4 are pretty similar, but 1 is pretty different. Yes. The sketches just look like a random dude. And that's what everybody says, that he was just, there was nothing, he caught no one's attention.
That's part of the mystery.
I mean, I wonder, like, did he have to work at that, or is that really how he was? Like, maybe he was like this super handsome James Bond guy, and he goes, I need to look dull today.
Chris Pine's pretty handsome. I mean, if number 1's accurate, then he crushed it.
Hey, Sean Peak, $10 super chat says, cheers, love the show. Thanks, Sean. Glad you're here again. You know what? I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm almost done with this cocktail.
Uh-huh.
We should have brought stuff to make too, because
I was just looking
so
at that.
good.
I'm like, okay, but who's going to squeeze that orange? Because
I will squeeze it. I will squeeze that orange.
I'm going to make it at home, but I'm going to use like store-bought orange juice just to see how different it is.
Different flavor, though.
I know. That's why I want to try it.
This is so good.
It'll probably
Someone
be
needs to
subpar.
make me one of these. Somebody needs to go make me one of these.
And then,
I'll be like, okay.
yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay. Nimrex says I'm like that. Just blend in. I'm the gray man.
Yes. I like it. Okay,
All right,
we are. Is it time for our first drawing? Did we say 8:40 or 8:45?
I said 8:45.
Okay, perfect.
So I have 5 minutes. So yeah, 5 minutes to get those entries in. So if you're going through PayPal or Venmo, start now, because sometimes it can take a minute for those to go through. We want to make sure that Whiskey Mountains gets you into that. And if you have donated through PayPal or Venmo, tag Whiskey Mountains in chat so she knows that you. I got distracted by that comment.
I know, I'm dying. This is fantastic.
So she knows that you did it.
Yes.
Whiskey Mountains, thanks. My hubby is already planning number 4.
That's great.
Are you planning number 4 though? I just get so excited when other people are having their kiddos. Mine are all gone, so I'm so excited for her.
Yeah.
Z-Man, $10. Cheers, all. JG, worst criminal out there. Are you saying JG is the worst criminal out there?
Oh.
Oh my.
Oh.
Jay.
Ooh, we have a sighting.
A sighting.
I'm just waiting for
John T. I seen him in a museum in Newport, Oregon. I believe you. I think he's in that area. Oh, wait, is that a wax museum?
Could be.
Oh my God. Have you ever been to the wax museum? Have you been to Newport?
You know what? I was going to say, I've been to the Wax Museum in Vegas, but actually, I've never actually been inside that one.
Okay.
It's at the Venetian. We didn't go there.
We used to go to Newport and I don't even know. Never mind, guys. Okay. What are you drinking? What are you drinking? Because I'm almost done with this.
Is it a holiday Cheermeister?
So I think I'm going to have to. What did we pour?
That is 1910.
Oh,
My first love.
so we have 1910 in here and
Yeah.
1910 in here.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good night.
Yes, it is.
Mm. Yes, he is saying that JG is the worst criminal.
Okay.
All
Fair.
right.
Fair.
I need more on that story.
Right? Okay. Do you want me to talk about the first main suspect?
Should we keep going? Should we do the drawing?
We can do Blinko.
We can't do Plinko. It's
No,
not
we
till
can't.
the
We said
end.
we would do it at the end. You're right.
She's trying to change
right.
the rules on you guys.
I'm just
Watch
really
her.
excited about
You
Plinko.
gotta watch her. Oh my gosh. Can I tell you, today we were filming some reviews that were dropping this week, and I think we're gonna have to make a bloopers reel.
It has to.
Because oh my god. I can't even.
Yeah.
First of all, Kathy Jo picks on me. She's very mean. You may not understand this about her, but when she's not in front of the camera, she's mean.
I'm nasty.
She's really, really
I'm real
mean.
nasty. My ginger soul comes out.
You don't have a soul.
No, I have a soul. I also gain a freckle for every soul I steal.
Okay, that's creepy. I'm just saying. She's so mean. She does this because she knows I'll be up all night. I'm not gonna sleep. I mean, all right. Anyway. All right. So we are going to go ahead and do this first giveaway. Don't worry, we're gonna do another giveaway at the end. So Whiskey Mountains, my wonderful, amazing tracker wrench. Would you please tell us how many entries so we can pick a number?
I'm bringing up the number randomizer. Okay.
All right. So again, if your number's drawn, you're going to let us know if you want to pick box 1, 2, 3, or 4. We will open it up. If you love it, you can pick it. If you think there's something better, you can pass and try one more time. That you're stuck with whatever's in that second box.
It's up. You ready?
31 entries. And Nimrod says, wow, Kathy Jo, that got dark quick.
I know. I promised it wouldn't get dark today.
Yeah, you lied.
Sorry.
See, she's a liar.
Sorry.
Even.
Okay, here we go. Ready? Push the button and 29.
29.
29. I can see it. I read it on the screen before. I read it on my phone. I can see it just fine.
29. We'll find out who 29 is and get this going. Oh my gosh.
I know.
Oh, something else that's fun.
Yeah.
It's almost Q4. We get to ship out all the patron stuff.
Oh, yes. That Q4. Got it.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm very
So,
excited.
Jeb Singleton.
Yay!
Yay, Jeb. Let us know, Jeb. Which box are we opening? What happened?
Hello?
That's weird.
What the heck? The viewfinder's off too.
Uh-oh. Okay.
What is this?
Everybody hold. We're
Hang
having
on.
technical difficulties. Jeb, just
Can
when
you
you...
still hear us?
Do we have video? Do we have audio? Camera said goodbye. It did. Press the button on the top.
Will we turn it off and on again? Do we want to plug it back in?
Sure. Yes, it did get dark, says Cohen.
Okay, yep.
Ooh, I was upside down for a minute there.
You were, that was fun. Okay.
Is that plugged in? That's weird. Well, we're here.
Okay. Hi.
Okay.
That was fun.
Everyone's like, it really got dark
That
now.
was weird.
Yeah, the camera could have got hot. That
It
doesn't.
could have.
You know why? Will you go flip that down?
I'm
please?
on it.
No wonder. I'm like, you told me to turn it on high. Okay. Okay.
Okay, let's try that.
Taste and sensibility.
Than this in the summer, and we never had that
A
problem.
recent video identifies a specific individual based on physical evidence. Ask for link.
We're going to talk about it.
So
We're
that
gonna talk
also
about-
gives you 2 entries into the next drawing.
Yes.
So thank
Okay.
you for the $10. Okay, so Jeb, I'm so sorry we were sidetracked. Did you pick a number? Did anybody see if
I
Jeb...
don't see that. I never saw anything.
Okay. Lone Wanderer 360. Is this the HBR show? DB Cooper could hear and was now sabotaging. Nimrek says, this is IT support. Have you tried to turn it
Okay.
off and back on again? That's literally what we did.
Yeah. Yeah. All
Oh,
right.
we're much closer now.
I won't talk about my soles anymore.
That's what it was.
My freckles.
Stop.
Okay.
Oh
All
my
right.
God.
Sorry.
Yeah. Possessed Kathy Joe causing blackouts again.
I go to church twice a week, guys.
3.
I
Okay.
promise. Okay.
3.
3. That's me. Okay,
What?
ready?
You didn't put numbers over here?
I couldn't reach the numbers over there.
You didn't tell
I don't know
me.
where they are. Okay.
No wonder he picked 3.
Number 3 is. Ooh, yay! This is a good one. It is a Women of Whiskey's flask and a Women of Whiskey's rocks glass.
So it's the retro rocks glass
Yes, it's
with the bubbled glass on the bottom
it's so
and
pretty.
a flask. So you can either pick that, or if you think there's something better you're going to want in the boxes, you can pass and you get one more shot. Just let us know.
All I'm saying is this is 2 ways to drink a lot of whiskey.
Let him pick.
Okay.
Okay, well, I found at least we know what number 2 is.
Hey, it looks like mustard may have found that base.
Yeah, the dog ate it. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Mustard's kind of ornery.
A little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit.
It goes right here, but she ate the stand. Okay.
I don't know where the other stand is.
Jeb Singleton, we'll go with 3. Oh, he was looking away.
Oh,
That's
he
right.
said
Okay.
he's gonna pick box number 1. He's gonna pass.
Okay. And he's hoping for some leggings in box number 1. Okay. Maybe. Or it could be a Russell's Private Barrel Select non-chilled filter.
Is that an Idaho pick?
I don't believe so. No.
Yes, it is. Oh, that's a good one.
It is. It is an Idaho pick.
It's a good one.
It is the 2022 Idaho Barrel number 1.
Yes.
That is yours, Jeb, and we will get it on the Pony Express and get it headed your way.
And
Congratulations.
Nimrax, I know where you can get one of those for yourself.
Oh,
I
that
know.
is true.
I do. I know.
That is true.
Yes.
So,
Okay.
go in, take the Russells.
Yeah.
You're stuck with whatever's in that second
Yeah,
box
that's
that
true.
you choose. So there you go.
Okay. Are we ready to get into theories?
Theories. Okay, so Kathy
It's
Jo's
time
going to
for
talk
theories.
about all the theories surrounding this wacky doodle case.
Yeah. Because there's a lot.
And then don't fret if you did not win. You have a chance to go. All your entries are going to go into that second drawing that we're doing at the end of the stream. You do have to be present to win.
Yes.
Because you have to pick your box.
Yes.
So there is another drawing. And then if you're a patron, you have to be in here if your name is drawn for Patron Plinko, because you have to tell us where to put the little doohickey thingy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which hole the ball goes in?
Doug says, go for the leggings.
Yeah.
Juniper says, I hear the men love the way your Women of Whiskey shirts fit their ladies. That is good to know.
That is good to know.
Like the way the shirt fits.
I do too. Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Yeah.
Which reminds me, I want to get one of the Christmas ones. We have Christmas shirts.
We do. I have
Kathy
pictures.
Jo-
Hang on.
oh my
Get
God.
Ready?
Yeah.
They're so cute. I'm a little biased.
These were designed by Kathy Jo, and they're fun. We have some other ones that are non-seasonal that are coming up. We're going to have all new merch. Some of them will be unisex. So, but we had to have some Christmas ones.
Yeah.
They are drop shipped, so they take about a week. So if you want them before Christmas,
WomenofWhiskies.com.
womenofwhiskies.com.
And
But,
free
so
shipping.
So I wasn't trying to turn that into a commercial,
Sorry.
but I know she's excited.
But I'm
about
very
it.
excited about that. Also,
So we
somebody's
need-
saying hi to you.
We need to get some. What? Hi! That's my daughter.
I got a text from mine about 10 minutes ago that said, I'm watching. I can't comment,
Aw.
but I'm watching. Hi, baby.
Hi, Jazz. So, can I tell you, my daughter is at the firehouse because she's badass like that. Okay. Anyway, sorry.
She's amazing. She's amazing.
So yes, we do have that going on. I'm so excited. And we've got some things in the works with some distilleries. I think we're going to have be premiering a new bottle, and the distiller's going to come on and visit with us about it. We're excited about that.
Yes, I'm very excited. Those of you who are Family Guy people are going to like it too. I'm just saying.
And then we're going to
We'll
be
see.
doing a quick review on American Woman.
Yes.
This bottle, oh my God.
It's
okay.
It's once it's empty, if we ever decide we actually want to
Yeah.
empty it, I'm turning it into a vase.
Okay, so here's the thing.
It's beautiful.
Spoiler alert. There's boobies on the bottle.
Oh yeah.
Actually, the bottle is.
There's a whole torso.
Anyway, okay, so we're gonna. But I can't wait to taste. I haven't tasted the whiskey, so we're gonna do that.
I'm very
Watch
excited.
out for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Booby bubbles. Okay, just saying. Oh well,
It's gonna be good.
We were monetized,
Right?
All right,
Once upon a time.
let's talk
Okay,
about this.
Let's talk about this.
Oh, Terry, did you send that to us or to someone else? Because if you didn't send it to us, will you please send that to us at womenofwhiskies@gmail.com?
Yes, please.
Please.
Please, please.
Okay, let's hear theories.
All right, you ready?
I want more.
So, April 7th, 1972. So we're talking like
Math.
6 months after.
Okay.
After the original.
A year before I was born.
Yes.
Oh, Joseph
Yes.
Grosso wants to know what the hell we're doing
What
here.
the hell are you doing here?
I'm glad you're here.
Chris, just the first one.
What are we doing? Shenanigans and crimes. DB Cooper. We're talking about DB Cooper.
Yes.
And giving away free shit.
Yes.
Okay.
So this was Terry's birthday. Terry was 1 year old on April 7th, 1972.
Oh, wow.
Cool.
That's crazy.
So yeah, we're talking like less than 6 months after the DB Cooper hijacking and words. Somebody named James Johnson. Again, remember, no security, no ID checks. Could be anyone. Hijacks an United Airlines Boeing 727, demands $500,000.
Wait,
so
does this sound familiar? Okay.
Demands 4 parachutes and leaps from the axe stairs somewhere over Utah.
So
Different
demanded
location.
more money.
Same amount of parachutes.
Same amount of parachutes. Put the stairs down. Did they not learn about the stairs? Okay, so puts the stairs and jumps off.
Or maybe they did learn from the stairs. Oh wait, no,
so
did Boeing not learn? Yeah.
It's either a copycat.
Yeah.
Or
so he probably
I'm sorry.
He probably would have gotten away with this. However, James Johnson was talking to a friend before he committed this crime and said, yeah, DB Cooper did that cool thing. I could have done it too, but if I would have done it, I would have asked for $500,000. So when this whole thing came out,
wait, how did that voice go again?
So I would have asked for $500,000. Hang on. Cigarette.
Whiskey.
Cigarette.
Okay.
So then this friend that James Johnson was talking to obviously went to the FBI and was like, I think I know who did it. So the FBI raided the home of James Johnson.
Sorry, I'm trying to follow. So the quotation guy was
talking to a friend.
Because they all do.
Yeah.
And was like bragging.
Yeah.
And the friend went to the FBI.
Yeah. Now,
when the friend went to the FBI, did the friend think that it was DB Cooper? Or was he just being like,
my
friend just jumped out of the back of an airplane with a bunch of money?
I mean, he could be like thinking, okay, well, my friend said that I could have done that except. So I don't know if his friend thought that it was the same guy twice.
Okay. Got it.
But he definitely went to the FBI and he was like, I think I know who did this.
Okay.
So the FBI raided the house and this person identifying as James Johnson ended up being Richard McCoy Jr. That was his real name. Here's a picture of him.
Richard McCoy.
McCoy.
Dick McCoy.
Yep. Richard
Jr.
Floyd McCoy.
Wow, look at that.
I know. He looks kind of like my grandfather.
But I gotta say, no, I say that because can we put up the sketches again? Put the sketches up.
It could work.
I'm just saying.
It could work.
I could see where they were like, this might be the guy.
It could work. Yeah. So they raided his house.
Okay.
And found out he's an ex-Vietnam pilot. He had like a wife and 2 kids at home. When they raided his house, they found a jumpsuit and a duffel bag with $500,000 on it. So they were like, and you're under arrest. So he was arrested for both of the hijackings.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was originally arrested on suspicion of both hijackings. They ended up doing some investigation and they found no evidence of connection with the DB Cooper one. So this was a copycat.
Okay.
He was sentenced
breathe. Are you gonna hyperventilate?
Sorry. It's usually like 9:15 when I get to start, so I'm like, we gotta go.
She says on her way over, do you want some Starbucks? I'm like,
No, We've seen what happens to you.
Please don't have Starbucks.
Oh my gosh. Yes. Yes.
Oh my God.
So,
Okay.
so he was sentenced to 45 years in the state penitentiary for air piracy.
Yes.
Air pirate.
Air piracy.
Arg. In the air.
I love that. I love that. I love they
I
call
know.
It's not hijacking. It's not even skyjacking.
Right.
It's air piracy.
Yeah, just
Right.
way too much.
Nimrax, that's the stupidest criminal move. I just have to say.
But because McCoy jumped out of this plane and survived, that just gives more weight to the suspicion that DB Cooper's still out there, that he survived.
Right. Because it's my uncle-in-law.
Right. Yes.
No, but where Will and I are from, there's a lot of people that claim they either know DB Cooper or know who was DB Cooper or that their relative is.
Oh yeah. If you want to have fun, go spend an hour on YouTube watching up. I know who DB Cooper is. There's a million videos of people who are like, it's this person. I know it for sure.
So think about it. If he's alive, he's like 90 years old.
Yeah.
And I mean, at this point, I would just start bragging about it. I'd be like, guess what?
I know.
I did it.
Even if you get sentenced, like, how much time are you really going to spend in there? I mean, obviously, like,
Adriana, I love that.
Yes.
So
I was an air pirate.
I want to be an air pirate next Halloween.
Okay. We'll work on it. I'll get you some aviators.
Okay. So it is 10 o'clock our time.
Yeah.
So at about 10:15, we're going to do the final drawing for the Pick It or Pass It game.
Yeah.
So we already know what's in one of the boxes that someone passed on. We did get a Idaho Pick Russell's barrel selection out of the other one. There's 2 boxes left. So $5 gets you entered. And then if you're a patron, hang out. We're going to do Patron Plinko.
Yes.
Plinko!
Okay. So there were a couple more main suspects. One of them was Robert Rackstraw. He was a former U.S. Army paratrooper. He was accused of murdering his stepfather, but then acquitted.
Yeah. So that was kind of weird. It was like he went to trial and everything for it, right? For that and bad checks.
So, yeah.
Bad checks. He went from bad checks to murdering. Was his charges.
Yeah.
So. But he was acquitted, right?
Then there was this whole thing where he like stole an airplane at one point.
Oh, yeah. He tried to fake his death.
Yeah.
Like cried Mayday and then ran this rented airplane.
Should we do a whole criminal
crashed
on him?
it? So this guy he gets acquitted of murdering his dad?
Yeah, stepdad.
Yeah. He gets in trouble for bad checks. So he rents a plane with bad checks, does a false Mayday, crashes the plane, and fakes his death.
We should do a whole criminals episode on him. Like, we could have fun with this guy.
What the hell?
We could have fun with this guy.
But unfortunately, they found him and he was alive.
Yeah.
And he did 45 years?
I think so. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, look.
It was a lot.
Oh, no, sorry. He did 2 years.
Oh, yeah, no, just kidding.
I'm thinking of someone else.
Dick McCoy.
Okay.
Dick McCoy did 45 years.
2 years for stealing the aircraft and
Yeah.
passing bad checks.
Yeah. In 2007, somebody reached out claiming he was the brother of DB Cooper. He reached out to a private investigator in New York City.
Okay.
And was like, hey, I know who this is. My brother.
Why a PI?
I don't know.
Hey, I know who DB Cooper is.
Yeah.
I'm going to call it PI.
Yeah. But he called this PI and he was like, hey, so my brother, Kenneth Christensen, which, again, don't worry, I have pictures.
She's in charge of pictures.
Here's Kenneth Christensen. He was a flight attendant for Northwest Orient.
Okay, wait, put the sketch up. Wait. I don't, well,
It could work in age.
Yeah,
an
you
age
know,
picture, yeah.
I mean, honestly, I could see that too.
It could work.
You throw the sunglasses on.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, Wow.
Yeah, it could work.
So he was a flight attendant for the airline.
He was a flight attendant for Northwest Orient in the early 70s. And in the early 70s, he had a bunch of grievances over pay cuts and redundancies, and he was only making about $150 a week.
So pay people better or they're going to jump
they're
out of
gonna
the
hijack
back.
the plane.
They're gonna jump out of the back of your plane. Oh my gosh, Adriana says, imagine Thanksgiving after accusing
Oh
your
my
brother
gosh.
of being an air pirate.
Wouldn't that be fun? 1 year after the original DB Cooper hijacking, Ken Anderson went to purchase a house in Washington, a rather large house, paid in cash.
I mean, I do that all the time.
I mean, yeah,
that's not weird.
No problem. He drinks bourbon and smokes cigarettes, but I mean, this is the early 70s. Who doesn't?
I mean, 2 years ago, I drank bourbon and smoked
Right.
cigarettes.
Yeah, like
now I drink bourbon and smoke cigars.
right. It's different. It's different. Yeah,
it's not the same.
There were, like I said, resemblance to the sketches. They showed the picture to the original flight attendant, to the Florence Schaffner.
Words.
Yes. And she said, he looks more like him than any other photo I've ever seen.
Who does?
That's what Florence said.
About who?
Said that this picture of Kenneth looked more like DB Cooper than any photo she'd ever seen. Yeah. And I mean, like, as a flight attendant for Northwest Orient, you know the routes, you know what to, like, you kind of have an in there. So I'm just saying, like, it could, but the FBI said we don't have enough evidence to connect this, so we're just going to go ahead and let it go.
I mean, yeah.
I get it.
I don't think they let it go, though. I mean,
they're
honestly,
probably still looking.
Lone Wander says, Clyde Lewis thinks DB Cooper was an FBI agent who knew that airlines were paying off hijackers. He did a 3-hour show about it on the 50th anniversary.
Oh, yeah.
In everything that we dug through, how did that not come up? Did you see that?
I didn't.
You were digging. We're digging in the wrong places.
Yeah.
Nimrex wants to know, do air pirates say arg or do they say
erg? I was trying to find some way to work that in there and I could not get it.
I love it.
You did it. Thank you.
Oh.
Thank you.
Chris, drive safe.
Yes, thank you. Okay, so we have some interesting things to discuss. It was originally believed that he was an experienced parachutist for a few different reasons. Number one, he jumped.
I think it depends on who you asked.
That's true. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, he was given, but here's the discrepancies. He was given 2 different parachutes that went on his back. 2 that went on the front, 2 that went on the back. One of them was a sports parachute. The other one was one that opened harder, was less comfortable, was not maneuverable, so you couldn't tell it to go left or right. And it had a really hard to find ripcord on the strap that even in optimal conditions where like the sun's out and it's not freezing cold, it was really hard to find.
Right.
So why would he purposely choose the worst one?
Because he had a bunch of whiskey.
I mean, obviously, yeah, there's that. There's that. And then the backup parachute that he was given was actually only used for trainings. And it had been sewn shut.
I love that. You know what? This asshole wants 4 parachutes. Give him the one that's sewn shut.
Right. Yeah. Yeah,
I love
so
that.
like the one that went on
know.
his front was sewn shut, so good thing you didn't need it, I guess.
I want to know which cop came up with that plan,
Right.
because that is genius.
This is gonna be great. Now we already talked about the bad weather, like the visibility was low because it was nighttime. The wind was super strong.
It was a massive storm cell.
Massive storm. Yeah, the wind chill made it well below freezing, especially up there at 10,000 feet.
Yeah.
Like, that doesn't work well for him. He wasn't wearing appropriate jump clothes. He was wearing a freaking suit.
He was James Bondin.
And he did not jump with his aviators on. Like, he probably tucked those in his pocket or something. So he doesn't have goggles or anything. He doesn't have gloves. Like,
okay. Whiskey Mountains, exactly. I don't know that I would trust the same people that I'm stealing $200,000 from to give me parachutes.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, right. No, yeah.
I'm just saying.
Absolutely. And there were super thick clouds at 5,000 feet because of that storm cell. So, like, he couldn't see a dang thing. He didn't know where he was. And it's not like, today when you can get on a Delta flight and you can say, where's my plane right now on the back of the seat in front of you, and you can see exactly where you are. They didn't have that.
I know.
So, like, he doesn't know where he is.
And this is, I know I keep going back to this, but I cannot imagine standing on those stairs, hanging out of the back of an airplane with 200-mile-an-hour winds from the jets and everything in your face, pitch dark, pouring down rain, and going, all right, I'm going to jump.
Yep, we're going to go.
I just can't wrap my head around that.
And, like, Special Agent Larry Carr wrote, and I'm going to read off of this because it's a quote. No experienced parachutist would have jumped in the pitch black night in the rain with a 200-mile-an-hour wind in his face, wearing loafers and a trench coat. It was simply too risky.
That was a quote.
That was a quote.
I love that. Oh, is
That's
that that's from the new
Larry
FBI?
Carr. Yeah.
So Larry Carr is the FBI agent, I think, right now, right? And he's like,
Yeah.
I'm not done with this. He pulls it out. He's like,
Yeah.
we're gonna get on.
It was
this.
all but dropped. And then he
Yeah.
was like, yeah, we're gonna bring this back up. Yeah. So he also, when they handed him the parachutes and then they handed him the piece of paper with the instructions on how to operate the parachute, he was like, I don't need it.
So Terry Knowles is saying that thermal underwear, gloves, and goggles, the briefcase on his lap, the stewardess,
briefcase on his lap.
Okay, the stewardess never saw a bomb in the case. That's crazy. See, now,
that's
and that's
interesting.
where we never know.
Mhm.
When we do these cases, we have multiple sources that we pull from, and a lot of times we get conflicting information, hence the disclaimer we usually say. I did not find that, but there's so much information out there that very well could be true.
Yeah.
It's interesting how many variations of this story, even though the stuff on the plane is supposedly the facts that we have.
Right.
Interesting.
Yeah. So then there's this whole question about, like, did he die? And if he died, where's the body?
Yeah.
There's all these questions. So I'm going to briefly jump in on that one. If he opened the chute a few thousand feet above the ground, like you typically do, like you don't jump out of a plane and open the chute. That's not how it works.
I
You
would.
fall for a little while.
I'm not
and then
following.
you open the chute. If you're experienced, if you know what you're doing.
Okay.
So if he did that, then he would have likely landed in the Lewis River, which the Lewis River, I'm going to pull up that map again.
I've been in the Lewis River.
It feeds into the Columbia River.
Which is a fantastic river.
Yes. So it's right underneath of that little black box that says Plains Flight Pass. There's a little river there that connects over to Columbia. So there's that. But if he opened the chute immediately, he was likely to land in Lake Merwin, which is just to the right and the top of that red flight path. You can see Lake Merwin right there. So he would have landed, I mean, either way, it's like worst case scenario. He would have landed
the Lewis
in water.
River and Lake Merwin are all kind of right there, and then it flows down into the Columbia. And it's like woodsy area, but not, I don't know how to explain it, but no matter where you land in that kind of weather, you would have to have something warmer than what he had.
Yeah.
You're going to be wet. You're going to be cold. It's so weird.
And then, like,
it seems so ill prepared to me.
If he lands in the lake, even if he were to, like, get out of his parachute, he would only have like 3 minutes of survival time in that water before he died.
Oh, if he landed in the water?
Yeah, if he landed in the lake.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know about 3 minutes. Really?
I mean, it was cold.
It's Washington State.
It's November.
Yeah, but it's Washington State.
But it's November. It's cold. So, I mean, then you consider the fact that there were those bundles of cash that were found in the Columbia River.
Yes.
Okay, here's the thing. They were found 3 miles upstream of where the Columbia feeds into the Lewis River.
Yeah, so so
it wouldn't have like traveled down the Lewis River and then down the Columbia and landed on shore.
Okay.
It was upstream.
Guys, you got to tell us what you're thinking of this. I mean, so I look at it like they have no idea when exactly he jumped off the back of those stairs.
Right.
There was about 15 minutes from the time they got the alert to the time that they went and checked it out. So at 200 miles an hour, that's a huge area of, I don't know what you call that, the huge amount of time / area for jumping and landing. I don't know. I mean,
and unless you have all the confidence of the world or you're drunk as can be, you're probably not going to open up the stairs and just start running. Like, you're probably going to stand there and think about it for a minute. Like, should I do it? Should I jump?
Or you're just like, you know what? Let's go.
Yeah. We're doing it.
Right.
See you later.
That's why he left the whiskey. He's like, screw it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it could
Now,
happen.
Terry Knowles, I mean, agreed. The only thing is, and depending on, and this is why I didn't talk about it, but I'm going to now.
Okay.
I wasn't sure. Some of the research that I saw said, what was it? Dang it. I lost my train of thought. I look back at what they said because it made me think of it. Oh, nope. Lost it.
In the branches?
It's gone.
Okay. So there's a chance. Yeah, sure. He landed in the lake, fed into the river fed into Columbia. Columbia, given the currents at the time, it would have taken him about 3 days to hit the ocean.
Okay.
There's a chance he's at the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah. I mean,
if none of the money was ever found in circulation, the whole point of this was to get money, right? If he was alive, don't you think he would have spent that money? Where's the money? It's got to be
in an offshore account.
Yeah. Also, could be a possibility.
Oh, thank you for that reminder, Adriana.
Yes.
I appreciate that.
So the last thing that I'll talk about is the new evidence that was released this month.
Yeah, like just a few weeks ago.
Yeah, because we've already had some people say it, and we're like, oh, we know. It's ready. Okay, so here's the thing. It was presented by Eric Eulis in a presentation, I believe it was November 11th. So it was like just a few weeks ago. He presented and talked about particles that were found on, you remember the clip-on tie? The black clip-on tie from JCPenney? So he took some particles, sent it into a lab. They found a very unique titanium alloy. And this titanium alloy was so unique, it was patented, and it was only in one lab, and one manufacturing company in Pennsylvania in the early 60s.
So this particular metal was only made in one lab.
Yeah.
In a plant.
Yeah.
In Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Got it.
And there were only 8 people that had access to this. And all 8 people wore this clip-on tie as part of their uniform.
Who? 8?
8 people in this manufacturing company, in this lab. Okay. In this plant. So
but maybe he stole it.
I mean, could have. But so Eric went and talked to the retired company manager of this manufacturing plant, and he gave the physical description of this guy, and that's great. Yeah. And this guy, like, instantaneously off the bat, like, oh, you're talking about Vince. Like, right then. Guess what Vince's last name was?
What?
Guess. Ready? I'm not going to let you guess. Peterson.
Freaking Peterson.
Freaking
Peterson.
Vince Peterson.
Okay, if your last name is Peterson, I am so sorry.
I'm sorry.
But I have to say,
it's a recurring thing.
When we're looking at crimes to do, there is a recurring theme of Petersons.
Yeah. So Vince Peterson was a man that passed away in 2002, but he did a lot of traveling to the Pacific Northwest at the time. Eric also talked to the son of Vince Peterson, and his son was like, oh, there's no way in the world my dad ever did that. But who's going to be like, my dad could have done that? Yeah, yep, I could see it.
I'm sorry, but like, parents don't tell their children everything.
No.
Okay.
No, parents have children have a very rose-colored glasses view of their parents.
Okay, 9:14, 10:14. Yeah. That's not where you are. It could be 11:14.
Yeah.
Anyway, cheers, Tim Evans. I'm going to give you 3 minutes to enter that giveaway in case you're in the middle of doing the PayPal or Venmo. We are doing one more name for the mystery boxes on the Pick It or Pass It. We know what's in one box. We know what's been won. There's 2 boxes. We're not sure what's in them.
Yes.
So far, we've given away a Idaho Pick Russell's Reserve Barrel Select.
Oh,
what?
I don't think there is a picture of Vince. I suck. I'm sorry, Michael.
She failed us. Michael, she failed us.
I'm sorry. I got pictures of everything else. But, I mean, look at this picture of this. Look, there's a little tiny...
See, even Adriana wants to know.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Can we just adore this illustration of the little tiny D.B. Cooper jumping out of the plane, though?
Can you answer Cohen's question?
This one was Peter... That's a good... Hang on. I wrote it down specifically. Sen. Peter Sen.
Sen.
Peter Sen.
Wouldn't it be D.P.? I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know. Okay.
Maybe. But there was never a B in his name. It was Dan Cooper.
It was
the
Dan.
B.
It was Dan Cooper.
Completely.
Maybe Sasquatch. Okay, Michael. Now we're with you. So what do you guys think? I mean,
okay. What's your theory? Was it?
What do you believe?
Was it the flight attendant?
No.
The brother.
Oh.
The brother, the flight attendant, didn't come forward until like 2002 or 2007. Could be that guy. It could be this guy with the metal alloy thing.
Michelle's upset the typo in his name is correct. Just saying. Okay. I don't know why, but I don't think it's any of them.
You're closer than any of us in this room.
Not necessarily.
So,
I mean,
in this room, yeah.
I don't know. I just don't think it's any of them. I think that this person was, my theory,
Okay.
really smart, may have had a mental condition.
Okay.
May have had a whiskey and cigarette habit. Honestly, I don't. I think that this person was desperate. I think it was a desperate person
Mm-hmm.
because I don't see someone who just wanted money doing all that and then never seeing the bills in circulation.
That's the thing.
I think this was a desperate move. If I had to pick out of the people that we've talked about, I really think it would be the person who did it again.
Yeah.
Like did the second one. I don't know.
So,
there's a way that they could all work. What do you guys think?
There's also the idea of maybe this bag of money came untied or loose, or he lost his grip or something on it when he landed. He's still out there doing fine, but the money's stuck in a tree.
Maybe.
Or lost in the bottom of the ocean.
Steve Burko says the challenge to the new tie evidence is that even if the particles can be tied to a specific location, it's not clear that only those 8 people and no others had it. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Sorry, I meant to say that, but I thought I was running out of time.
Adriana says he didn't survive it. Oh, wow, that jumped fast. Steve Burko says an inspector of that facility, a customer of that facility, or others would also have had access.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, there's so many different things. I mean, his tie was his tie. His tie was from JCPenney's.
The
clip-on.
That every other person in that facility wore.
Love it. I hope if the dude survived, the money isn't stuck in a tree. Like after all that, he couldn't be bothered to get a ladder. Or honestly though, that storm was so bad. Could you imagine if like you fell into the trees, the bag came off you or whatever, and you ended up over here and you couldn't find it, and you felt like I have to go. I mean, I just hijacked a plane. I got to get the hell out of here. So like you lost it.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? Oh my God.
Oh gosh, yeah.
But I mean, they found only part of it, so the rest of it had to have gone somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay, did you guys? Was this good? I mean, it was a little different than what we usually do. We kind of wanted to do something a little bit lighter. I mean, goodness.
It's the season for happiness and things.
But I will say we did throw this out to the patrons with multiple other types of crimes. This is what they wanted to do. Mm-hmm. We're happy to do it. I don't know. I enjoyed it. Did you enjoy it?
I did.
Yeah.
I really liked this one.
I did too.
And I liked that my almost 16-year-old could jump on and enjoy it with us too.
So should we give away free shit?
We should.
All right.
I have the randomizer ready.
All right. 35 entries.
Generate 15.
Number 15. So Mr. Jiggs enjoyed it, and Lil is going to watch the replay to get the full story. Sean loved it.
I'm ready. I know we still have a few minutes. I'm going to put it down. It's the Plinko ball.
Oh, I'm like, what are you playing with over there?
It's the Plinko ball.
Okay. A couple of things while we're waiting for our number. We are doing the Advent calendar.
Yes.
So, okay. Mr. Jiggs. Yay.
Congratulations.
She says, glad you enjoyed it because you won. More interested in the U of I stabbings, and it seems like a hit job to me by a process.
It'll be interesting.
Yeah, so we are going to be doing short updates on that.
Yeah.
So watch for that. Eric the Barbarian. Eric's here. Cheers. No, we are doing an Advent calendar that we're sipping along with here in Boise. We belong to a local whiskey group. And 4 says Mr. Jiggs.
It's me. Ready?
Okay, wait, let me finish.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so we're doing, we're participating in an Advent calendar. We're going to be doing shorts as we work through those every day. So every day we'll be dropping what we're drinking.
Yes.
Okay,
ready?
4.
All right, number 4
dun, dun, dun.
is, I'm going to move this over so I don't knock it up. Okay, ready? It is Murray Hill.
Murray Hill. So the question is, Mr. Jiggs, do you want to pick that or do you want to pass it and see if there's something better?
Yes.
Michael picked up his advent calendar this week too.
Oh, good.
That's exciting. I'm very excited to start that tomorrow. In fact, it's sitting right over here. Or is it over there? No, it's over here. Anyway,
It's over here.
very excited.
Yes. He'll stick with it.
You're gonna stick with it. All right,
Okay.
then we will get that on the Pony Express for you. Patrons, stick around. We're gonna do Patreon Plinko. Hey, you want to see what's in the other boxes?
Okay.
What didn't get one, Captain Joe?
We know what number 3 is. It's the flask and the rocks glass. Ta-da.
Flax and rocks glass.
Okay, what's in number 1?
What is it? 2.
What's in number 2?
Yeah, Eric, are you going to court for any air pirates? Number 2 was an Elijah Craig barrel proof B522.
Ooh.
So these will go back into our little bunker for giveaways, and we'll try again next week with some other items. Okay,
It's Blinko time!
it's Plinko time.
Okay.
If you are a patron, you are automatically entered. You didn't have to do anything this time to get into
Oops.
it.
That was an
You just
accident.
had to be here to play the game. So
Okay.
she's doing the wheel.
I'm getting it ready. Here we go. I'm going to present.
The wheel. Maybe.
It's getting there. Okay.
Where's
here we
my
go.
IT guy?
Ready? It's right here. Okay. All right.
I said little.
Here we go. Oh, well, hang on. We just got to take this and go.
What?
You got to do this thing.
That thing?
There.
Yay.
That's better.
All right.
Okay. Ready?
Spin that wheel.
Here we go.
Yeah, DB Cooper is who we were talking about.
Yes.
Eric.
Oh.
Oh! Yay! Yay, Ben. Are you here? Are you here,
I
Ben?
hope so.
I haven't seen you.
I
You better
hope
leave that up.
so. Yeah, I'm going to leave that up, but I'll stop sharing.
All right.
Okay.
Ben, I'm going to give you a few minutes if you're here. If someone knows Ben, is he here?
Yeah.
All right.
I haven't seen him, but he could be a quiet lurker.
He
so.
could be lurking. Steve
Yes.
Burko says, great episode tonight. Thanks for sharing the DB Cooper story. You know, Steve, the thing I liked about this one is it's not cut and dry. Like, it's
Yeah.
hard to research
Yeah.
because, like,
It could go anywhere. There are so
There's-
many rabbit tails.
so many rabbit tails.
Yeah,
There's
rabbit
so many
trails.
rabbit tails.
Trails.
Holes.
The R was silent.
Yes, fifth quarter came really close to being you again. Juniper loves this show. Thank you. And Whiskey Mountains doesn't think Ben is here.
It doesn't tap. Okay.
No doubt someone
I
already asked if there's a difference
know.
between an air pirate and a hijacker. They are the same thing.
Yeah.
They are the same thing. Air pirate just sounds so much cooler.
It's so cool.
So much cooler.
Yeah.
See, Eric thinks that DB is dead ski.
Dead Sky.
Dead ski. Oh, Dead Sky. Which Ben? It was Ben Alcorn.
Yes.
All right, so it's 9:24. I'm gonna give it one more minute, and we're gonna spin that baby again.
Mhm.
Ben, I hate doing this. Second time we've had to do this
I know.
in all of our time, and I don't like it. No, Terry knows we have not. So I really hope he's in here because I don't like doing that. It makes me feel so bad, but it is the rules.
Cheech is here.
Hey, cheers, Cheech.
Hang on.
So if you guys
There.
are interested in that cocktail, it is in the description. It's good. It's really good. All right, that's time. Let's spin that wheel
All right.
again.
Here we go.
Patreon Plinko. Sorry, Ben. Wish you were
Okay.
here.
Gotta go here. Present.
Z-Man says, let's go. Yeah, Ben, Demon Hunter, that's Ben A in chat.
Here we go. Ready?
Ben A.
We're spinning.
Dun, dun, dun.
It could happen. It could happen. It could happen. Oh, Lee!
Oh, I haven't
don't think
seen
Lee's here either.
I don't think Lee's here either. Patrons, I'm telling
Oh.
you gotta be here to play the Plinko.
2,
Eric says he didn't live jumping out the back end of that plane. Jet wash either knocked him out or his chute collapsed. Cooper tried to tip the air hostesses. Actually, Lee is not here.
Lee is not.
Lee is not here.
Okay, let's do another one. All right, hang on.
Someone's gonna win.
I know.
Someone's playing Plinko tonight. I'm not going to bed till someone plays Plinko.
Okay, here we go. Ready? Close. I probably should have done remove every time, but that's okay. We're doing it again.
And it is.
Hey, this one's more likely. Oh wait, no, I don't know if I've seen Nate either.
Nate, I haven't seen Nate. Are you here? Because I haven't seen you. See what happens? See what happens when they don't show up?
Everything.
When they don't show up. I hate this. These people are going to be so bummed.
I know.
We didn't even show them what they could win, did we?
Not yet.
We're plinkoing till someone wins, says Eric. That's true.
It's true.
That's true.
No tab on bubble. Okay. Again.
Just choose a super chat, says Michael.
Oh, I'm about ready to. Okay. No, it's fine. We said we would do it this way. We're going to do it this way.
We're going to do it this way. Someone's going to win.
Somebody's going to win.
Meanwhile, I mean, good Lord. I'm going to spin this bitch. All right.
No, we just did this one.
All right, spin that fucker again.
Remove.
All right, I'm going to lose my bananas in a minute.
No, we're going to get it. Look how pretty the wheel is, though.
It is a pretty wheel. You did very good.
It's Chris!
Chris is here. Well,
Chris
he was
is here. He was here. He said he was driving
home.
But he has been wanting to win so badly for so long.
Chris, if you're driving, I hope to God
you're
you have
listening.
the sound on.
I will be so sad if he's not.
I know.
Pull over.
He's been with us this whole time and he had to drive home from work. So I really hope he's listening and he can pull over to let us know A, B, or C to drop the ball into. He taps out. So, Chris, I know you wanted to win this so bad. I really hope you're here.
I do too.
Really hope you're here.
I hope he's just pulling over right now. I'm almost out of.
While we're waiting, let's show.
Here!
Yay!
Okay, Chris, say A, B, or C. I'm going to take the flag out. That's the least amount of flags
he pulled over. Good job. Be safe. Okay.
Okay.
So we're going to drop the Plinko ball in A, B, or C.
Where did I put it? Oh, it's back there.
Where do you want us to drop that out for you? Show what do you win?
Oh, that's a good idea.
Now you can see what you're going to win.
So, and today on Women of Whiskeys is Right, we have...
Oh my God.
It's fun. Okay, so we have set of leather coasters, wild tumbler, wild cube glass, 5 entries to next week's Pitter Pass, surprise sample pack, barrel fruit, Christmas tree, or holiday whiskey. Okay, there we go. Ready?
You guys, if you were here, she did do overlays of what those t-shirts were. So.
I did. I'll show you again.
B.
Okay, ready? We got to bring this down just a little bit so it doesn't pop out because, I had that issue.
I got it.
Ready?
I got it.
B. 3, 2, 1, go! Man, I love this game. 3! And 3 is...
Why is it not there? What's 3?
3 is the surprise sample pack!
Chris, we have a surprise sample pack for you.
We can hand deliver that one.
We really can hand deliver that one.
We can hand deliver that one. We got to come see Christmas lights anyway.
And along with your glass order, which I actually was dropping in the mail because I didn't know if I was going to see you, but now we definitely have to get together so that you can take your sample pack and drink them out of your Women of Whiskeys glasses that you just purchased. Congratulations. Yes, Ben Demon Hunter, you do. You do. Yes.
Yeah. Which one is it?
Okay. So with that, it is 10:30 our time. I want to do.
Right on schedule.
We are right on schedule. Damn, we're good tonight.
That's true.
I mean, we had a blank camera. We, you threw shit.
What happened?
The Prosecco bottle did not shoot up. I was so happy about that.
As I was trying to fall asleep last night, all of a sudden I had this like daymare. It's like a nightmare, but it happens when I'm awake. My hand's over my head because I'm and you said, here's the Prosecco, open it. And I went to open it and the cork went like this and broke like 10 bottles.
That's a nightmare. Whiskey Mountains, thank you for tracking tonight. Everybody, please go check out Whiskey Mountains channel. She's a dear friend of mine. She only lives a few hours from us. And she really has tried to get me to go hiking with her. I'm not a hiker, so I just watch her channel for beautiful hikes, beautiful reviews. And I'll be honest, her Patreon, she makes me feel guilty about my Patreon because she rocks the shit out of those lenses. And she was sick today and didn't feel well and still tracked for me. Yes, thank you so much, incredible. Adriana. I appreciate that. Yeah. So, Chris says, thanks. Someone pulled over to check on me.
Don't worry about it. I'm just winning whiskey. That would be hilarious. So funny. Oh, geez. What did you say?
Was there Red Bull in the cocktail?
No. I
She's
just
not
really
allowed.
like Plinko.
She's not allowed to have Red Bull ever.
It's happened.
Starbucks
It's
is
happened.
bad enough. No, what we drank,
yeah.
that is actually in the description. It was very, very
Yes.
good. It was very good.
So good.
So, Cheech, thank you for dropping that link. Snow hikes are up and coming once this cough is gone, and some new bottles to go with them. Awesome.
That'll be fun.
So everyone, I just want to say thank you so much to our Patreon supporters. That's what it's all about. That's why we're here. We're able to do this. I love all of you that hang out with us. Kathy, Joe, and I, we talk all the time about this great community and all the people we've met from this. Patrons, thank you so much. All of you that just choose to hang out with us on a Wednesday night, it makes it all worthwhile.
It does.
It really does.
Yeah.
This is why we do it.
Oh, yeah.
So just remember, like we always say, there is no wrong way to drink your whiskey unless it's empty.
Yeah, that's true.
Just share it with your friends and drink it how you like it. We'll see you next Wednesday. Cheers, guys. Cheers. Yay. Okay. And end it. Bye, guys.